Like it or not, recess can be fun for some children and frightening for others. From coast to coast, playground behaviour can often spin out of control, where bullying and bad language can dominate the so-called unstructured play that's supposed to provide some relief between lessons. But there are ways in which teachers can take control of the chaos. And there's one acknowledged master of the art who's prepared to share his magic touch, as TJ Winnick now reports.
On far too many school playgrounds, this is recess.
Fighting, pushing, hitting. This is a mess out here.
And when push comes to shove, free play.
He elbowed me in my face.
Why you elbow her? Everybody can't get on there at the same time.
Has turned into the biggest headache of the day.
It can go bad real quick.
In the last year alone, there were 108 suspensions at Stevens Elementary in Little Rock, Arkansas, almost all of it coming from the playground. Alex Hamilton is the school security officer, responsible for reining in the chaos.
Thing about it, you want to make sure the kids are safe and having a good time for recess, but at the same time, it needs to be a situation where you're not out here and it turns into a battleground.
One of those kids is fifth grader Jericho, nicknamed Rico. He's a good student, but teachers say he's prone to acting out.
You ever get in trouble at recess before?
Yes, I've been in a couple of fights.
Got a lot of potential, but when he has that meltdown, those choices are not good ones.
Stevens is not unique. According to a Gallup poll released earlier this year, 89% of discipline-related incidents happen either during lunch or recess.
Children learn how to play by watching other people. And if those cues are combative and not cooperative, that's what they're going to learn.
Looking to restore order, the staff at Stevens has enlisted the help of Charles Cooper, recess coach. Armed with hundreds of games, Coach Coop's here to put Stevens through recess rehab.
Remix!
I am an expert on play because that's what I do.
Hey, all right, good job.
I could walk into a playground of 1,000 students and shut it down.
His prescription for play? A spoonful of tough love.
I know that there are people in here who know better than to push and kick and tackle in school, yet alone in a gym.
And a serious dose of order. Coach Coop is with Playworks, a nonprofit that specializes in rehabilitating bad recesses all across the country.
Students who really need play and really wanted play, been waiting for it, they'll be here. They'll be in the games. The students that we really need to reach, that's who we'll see on Monday and Tuesday. Those are the students that, those are who we're here for as well.
I know it's difficult, it's a little hard. All you gotta do is swing your arms behind your back like this.
It's day one, and Coach Coop has got his work cut out for him.
Not everybody's on board immediately. Some people have to see it first.
Play!
Intrigued by the giant in front of them, the kids flock.
Let's make a circle. Whoa, you okay? Ready, go! Uh-oh.
Coop begins by splitting the kids up into two more manageable groups.
And this area right here is for circle dodgeball. Play! Oh, switch!
One group plays dodgeball.
Set!
The other, a crab crawl relay.
Go!
Just like he predicted, some stragglers remain.
Back up, make a circle.
Including Rico.
You have 200, maybe 300 kids out running around, and there's no space, there's no ownership. So not a lot of organization?
Not a lot of organization.
Hold on, come here for me. What's your name? What you talking about?
Eventually, trouble finds its way onto the court.
You're not gonna talk, we done?
Yeah, a boy was talking about one of the girls called her names. He said she was talking about his sister.
So Coach Coop plays peacemaker.
So did you want to hurt her feelings? Is that why you said that? I wanted to see if they were even open to iMessaging. Can y'all do a high five for me? Please. I'll give you a high five. Come here. Hey, and then I'll give you a high five. And then tomorrow we're gonna do a high five. You too. I'm gonna remember. We're gonna do a high five tomorrow. It's gonna be some work, but I think it's possible. Woo! Day one.
We're gonna walk to the yard. We are gonna do rock, paper, scissors to solve that issue.
On day two, Coach Coop pays a visit to each class, where he introduces Playworks' ultimate weapon to resolve conflicts, the old school hand game of rock, paper, scissors.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Oh, good job.
You know, I'm at the front line and I get to see those breakthroughs on the recess yard, those little, when a kid breaks down and does a rock, paper, scissors instead of knocking somebody out.
Good job, Maria.
Even so, by the time recess rolls around,
I still expect some chaos, a little more organized chaos.
Coach Coop's novelty seems to have worn off as some kids slide back into their old ways.
The girls are very aggressive out here with the boys. So that's a dynamic that I'm not used to.
So Coach Coop tries something new.
I need 12 young ladies to join me. I need some girls. All right?
It takes just a little attention to win them over.
Line up right here.
On the other side of the playground, as a relay race begins to form, Cameron is refusing to play Coach Coop's games.
Fullback never slow. That's why he a fullback.
But after seeing his friends join in, even Cameron gives in.
There you go.
Rico, however, is still having trouble. He may have started day 2 being first in line on the court,
So you're gonna be the first person in line, okay?
but within minutes he was back roughhousing. Can Coach Coop turn him around? Down the home stretch, our recess coach may have nearly lost his voice, but he is now a superstar in the halls of Stevens. You're the most popular guy in the school right now. Why do you think?
Yeah, because I'm here to play. You know, I'm this big, tall, goofy dude. I have rapport with the kids because I know games, you know, and I'm out here playing.
The kids have begun playing by themselves on the playground.
It's now official. We have all of our wonderful professional aides running games.
As for Mr. Hamilton, the security guard,
That doesn't look like security. It looks like he's having a wonderful time. Maybe 2 weeks ago, we would have seen 3 or 4 fights that he would have had to handle. Enough said.
but what about Rico? As Coach Coop sets up a game of touch football, the 11-year-old suddenly steps up.
How we good teams?
We're going to split the teams right now. Let's make a circle.
Seizing on the moment, Coach Coop passes the reins.
So you're going to go around the circle.
1, 2, 1.
Remember your number. Toes, right here. Line up behind me.
And minutes later,
He's one of our biggest challenges here on the yard. So now he's out here leading these games. Matter of fact, he's not even playing anymore. He's one of the coaches. I'm so glad that his suspension ended on the week that I came because this was one of my leaders out here. He took over my job yesterday. I was able to implement a football game and walk away from that game and then come back at the end of the recess and nobody's hurt.
in fact, this week on the playground, there was not a single suspension.
Since Coach Coop then came and started everything, nobody's in trouble. Sometimes they don't listen to him, but after a while, they start to listen to him a lot and do what he says.
Hey, touchdown.
We all respect him very much.
He's one of the big men on campus. For him to realize that he can use positive energy and still get that same respect, I'm sure is just a relief for him.
With recess at Stevens having turned an important corner, Coach Coop readies for his next challenge, saying goodbye.
I'm sure a lot of kids get emotional. They're probably sad to see you go. Is it emotional for you as well?
Can't you tell? Yeah, it's tough. You know, that's the toughest part of my job. It's the toughest part of my job by far.
Good job.
But the beautiful thing is we're leaving all these tools and games and experiences that they can hold on to and just keep evolving it.
For Nightline, I'm TJ Winnick in Little Rock, Arkansas.